so I've been wondering this for a while, and you're talking about the fandom, and I haven't had a chance to write it down yet, so hopefully I get this out correctly. There's a faction of the fandom on social media that is very concerned for you guys, that you are upset or you are insulted by things that happen in the fandom on social media. And, you know, I don't care what anybody's opinion is, everybody's entitled to it, but I'm curious because I want to know, do you guys need protection from the fans?
What's the,
I'm totally serious.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I know you are. No, we need no protection. And opinions are, if you're below 18, cover your ears. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, but nobody wants to see yours. Or mine, as a matter of fact. No, don't. No, I vacillate between being offended and remembering that I've probably offended.
It's not the right word to use there.
Bungholes. No, if nobody acts on their,
Are you asking if we need protection, like the fans protecting us from other fans, kind of a thing?
or if we need protection in general from the
Or just, you know, just whatever, like, you know, fans get on social media and they say, everybody, you have to be nicer to J2 because their feelings are going to get hurt if you say these things.
Do I need that? No.
Do you need protection?
Do I appreciate it? Sure.
Okay, fair enough.
get well.
I do, I am proud of being a part of something that is somewhat self-regulating. I do like the fact that we kind of keep each other accountable. And when those kind of ugly comments stick their heads up, people are quick to say, come on, not here. And I do appreciate that. Do I need somebody protecting me from those? No, not necessarily, but again, I think that I'm proud that people feel like they need to, or at least do it, so.
Yeah, I appreciate the discourse. And Tony Romo blocked me on Twitter, so I'm aware that I've also, I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. So but my point is, I was born and raised a Cowboy fan, so I was upset that he wasn't winning, but he was making all this money, and I'm like, why don't we get somebody who can win? So I vocalized my opinion via 140 characters, now it's 280, I guess. And he didn't like it, so he blocked me, and I was like,
no, because he didn't want to see your bunghole. All right, let's come over.
I respect that people can,
yes,
voice their-
see you waving. Hi.
yeah.
Got a mic right there.
I'm good, okay, never mind. First of all, thank y'all for coming. Always glad
Thank you
to
for
see
coming.
y'all. Second, both of you all were awesome at the Saturday Night Special last night, so thank you for that. And I have had 18 months to work on this question, so.
It's like 2 kids.
It's all right, you'll have 18 months to listen to his answer, so.
I don't mind. So in season 11, Sam and Dean had the opportunity to do something that most people do not, which is to confront God about his seemingly abandoning the human race. And especially for Dean, that was a really big part of why he kind of felt the way he felt about God.
Mm-hmm.
So Sam and Dean having confronted God about that, how has that changed how they feel about him and his decisions, or has that changed it at all?
I don't know that it's drastically changed it. I think Dean still feels pretty close to the way he felt. I think it was just something that he wanted to get off his chest. And
There's a big parallel with John, too. There's a big parallel with how they felt about their dad.
Well, sure, yeah, there was, that conversation was, you know, certainly had kind of a double-edged sword there. But, you know, at this point with, you know, as God's leaving, he's like, you know, you're basically now stewards of Earth, so to speak. I feel like that was an unfair burden to put on the Winchesters. And then we kind of saw that again in this, well, not the last episode, the one a week ago with Billy. She kind of echoes the same thing, that, you know, you guys have work to do. So I don't know that Dean feels like more empowered or different or better with his relationship. I think it's more of, you know, more of the same, just more of an understanding of kind of where he stands in the whole grand scheme of things, which I guess they're still trying to figure out as well. So, good question.
Well,
Yeah.
you did a great job in the scene where you had the conversation with God.
The conversation with, yeah.
That was, you killed it.
Thank you. Well, I got to give Rob a lot of credit too, because he did some really intricate and delicate decisions with what he was doing there. I thought it was very, very strong. So yeah, that's fun. I remember that scene very vividly, and it was one of those scenes where when you're finished, you feel good about hanging your hat on that one. You're like, you know what, that was two guys.
And you changed some stuff. You upped the ante in a few lines. There were a few scenes where it was kind of written as a conversation, and he really upped it. He's like, Dean, and maybe from Jensen, would really kind of go aggressive here. Like, why don't we? Like, I feel like he'd be more emotional as opposed to angry, or he yada yada. So it did click into a part of you that it hadn't really been touched upon.
So those are the fun times when you find something that may not be on the page and it comes alive when you start working together. That's one of the reasons we do what we do, and we enjoy it so much. So
That's the main reason.
yeah.
You're both awesome.
You're awesome. Takes one to know one. All right.